When your dog destroys your shoes, they give you that classic guilty look, but they do not feel bad about what they did. They are actually terrified of you. Stay with me until the end, because what your dog is silently experiencing in that moment is something most owners spend years never knowing. And once you understand it, you will never look at their guilty face the same way again. And I will save the most heartbreaking truth for last, the one that changes everything. You walk through the front door after a long day at work, and you instantly spot the chewed-up couch cushion. You sigh, look at your dog, and they immediately drop their head, tuck their tail, and refuse to make eye contact. Almost everyone assumes their dog knows exactly what they did wrong and feels deeply ashamed of their actions. A 2009 study from Barnard College found that the guilty look is actually a fear-based appeasement response, and dogs display it even when completely innocent if the owner simply acts slightly angry. They are not apologizing for their behavior. They are actively reading the micro shifts in your breathing, the tension in your jaw, and the sudden drop in your body temperature. That tucked tail is a white flag. It is an evolutionary shield thrown up to protect themselves from an apex predator that has suddenly turned hostile. They are bracing for an impact they cannot understand. Next time you walk into a mess, completely ignore the destruction for exactly 5 minutes. Take off your coat, breathe, and greet them as if nothing happened. Let us look at another common scenario, because the stakes get even higher. You pick up the shredded remains of your favorite slipper, hold it out toward your dog, and ask them in a stern, low voice what they did. They instantly lick their lips, squint their eyes, and slowly back away into a corner. Most owners believe the dog recognizes the object, connects it to their own past actions, and is actively confessing to the crime. A 2014 study from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that lip-licking and squinting are acute de-escalation tactics designed to pacify a threatening figure and prevent physical conflict. Your dog is not confessing to a past sin. They live entirely in the present tense. To them, a magical, terrifying transformation has just occurred. The person they love most in the universe is suddenly holding a random object and radiating intense danger. Their squinting eyes are a physical attempt to block out a frightening reality they cannot control. They are trying to shrink themselves out of existence to make you feel safe again. Tonight, if you find something they chewed, quietly pick it up and throw it away without ever making eye contact. This leads us to a moment that feels completely natural to us, but is entirely baffling to them. You point a finger toward their crate or dog bed and firmly tell them to go to their room and think about what they have done. They slink away slowly, looking back over their shoulder with big, sad eyes. People genuinely believe their dog is reflecting on their bad choices and understanding the concept of a timeout as a consequence for past behavior. A 2015 study from Applied Animal Behavior Science proved that dogs lack the episodic memory necessary to link delayed punishment with an action they completed even 15 minutes prior. They are not sitting in their bed pondering their mistakes. They are sitting in their bed, trapped in a state of hypervigilance. They are wondering why the leader of their pack has suddenly banished them from the safety of the group. Isolation is the ultimate vulnerability for a pack animal. When you send them away in anger, you are severing the only tether of security they have in this unpredictable world. When your dog makes a mistake, keep them in the same room with you, and instead, calmly redirect their attention to an approved toy. But the most crucial misunderstanding happens right after the scolding is over. You are sitting on the couch after being angry about the mess, and your dog slowly creeps over, rests their chin on your knee, and lets out a soft whine. Everyone thinks their dog has processed the lesson, feels terrible, and is coming over to offer a sincere apology to make things right. A 2018 study from Animal Cognition found that proximity-seeking behaviors following owner aggression are actually survival instincts aimed at repairing the fractured social bond to ensure their ongoing access to vital resources. They are not saying they are sorry for chewing the rug. They are desperately trying to glue their shattered universe back together. You are the architecture of their reality: the food, the door, the walk, the safety. When you are angry, the foundation of their entire world crumbles. That chin on your knee is a plea for basic survival. They are asking if they are still allowed to exist in your home. The very next time your dog approaches you after a tense moment, Immediately drop your hand, stroke their chest, and let out a long, audible sigh to signal that the storm has passed. Which brings us to the ultimate truth about the guilty look. Think back to everything we just uncovered. The appeasement response to your shifting breath, the acute de-escalation tactics when you hold up a shredded slipper, the sheer panic of being banished from the safety of the pack, the desperate survival instinct to glue their shattered universe back together. None of these actions are born from a sophisticated moral compass or a deep sense of right and wrong. All of them are born from an absolute, terrifying reliance on you. Dogs have zero concept of past wrongdoings. They do not replay memories of destroying your shoes while you were at the office. When you confront them hours later, they are not connecting your current anger to their past action. They only know that you have walked through the door. Their absolute sanctuary is suddenly unsafe, and they must do whatever it takes to survive the encounter. Those squinting eyes, those flattened ears, and that tucked tail are pure evolutionary de-escalation tactics used against a predator. It feels utterly heartbreaking to realize we have been projecting our human complexity onto an animal that is just trying to survive our bad moods. We have laughed at those viral videos of dogs looking guilty, completely unaware that we were watching an animal in acute psychological distress. But pause there for a moment. Take a deep breath. Your dog does not hold grudges. They do not resent you for the times you misunderstood their fear as guilt. Every single day is a blank slate, and their capacity to forgive our human flaws is the very reason we call them our best friends. They are choosing connection over fear. That is not obedience. That is grace. You are the only world they will ever know, and you have the power to make that world a peaceful place. If this is landing for you, hit the like button right now. Fun fact, it actually turns into a little paw when you do. Write your dog's name in the comments and tell me what they chewed up as a puppy. I read every single one. Stop confronting your dog over messes you find hours later. If you did not catch them in the exact second they were destroying the shoe, the teaching moment is already gone. Silently clean up the mess, take a deep breath, and let it go. Share this with someone who loves their dog and deserves to know this. Not for this channel, for them. We are here every week decoding what your dog has been trying to tell you all along. They deserve to be understood. And so do you.